Outside for Booker. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Paul to stop the run. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter here. Morant, the pass to Adams. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. 1:49 left in the opening quarter. Jackson, the screen. Here's Morant driving to the basket. Offensive rebound. Goes back up.
And Crowder not giving up an inch on that shot attempt.
Good work defensively by Crowder. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Outside Paul. Back to Crowder. Takes the three. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And when Aiden isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And here are the Suns now, after the basket by Memphis. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Paul draws the double. And he lobs it up top. Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. Another three for Phoenix.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson can't get it to go. The drive by Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
And at the buzzer, counted. Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter.
And that concludes a back and forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Suns ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Aiden, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Still providing incredible production and great leadership. Chris Paul sets the standard for his team.
And Morant gets it to go.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Booker with a screen on Morant. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 12 points.
Yeah, Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Morant against Crowder. Jackson, pass to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Crowder outside. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Back to Bain. Outside for Morant. There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Steps back. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Have you gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Paul. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Morant. Stolen by Ayton. Booker against Morant. A nice shot by Booker. He's got 5.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, BA, if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
A nice shot by Booker.
Booker getting contact, still finding a way to finish through it.
Now here's Morant. Give him 20. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Morant, the pass to Bane. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played.
That is showing up again later. Wow.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. Oh, the swat by Adams. Morant against Ayton. Outside Morant. From downtown. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Morant. Launches it. No good on the buzzer beater. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight. All right, good stuff, Allie.
The Suns, 26.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Green out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
4-3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Shamet, and he makes it on the layup. Shamet's got his first points of the game.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Outside Jones. Pass to Green. Back to Jones. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Sharic. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 9. Phoenix calls timeout. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Shamet, defended by Jones. To the inside, Landale, count it, good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Outside Jones. Outside Green. Jones with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Green. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Suns trailing. Right side Johnson. Over Jones. Jones grabs the board. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Inside. Pass to Conchar. Soft touch off the glass. Conchar's got 8 points in the quarter.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Shamet. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Landale. That one no good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Williams punches it home.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Phoenix calls timeout, and as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Outside for Green from the arc. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. And stolen by Jones.
First team.
And that one misses. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
At the line for 1. Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Now Morant, 23 points in the game. Now Brooks. And here's Bain. And here's Brooks. Back to Bain. Just 5 to shoot. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Paul. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Bain. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. And stolen by Bridges. He goes up. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The attention Mikel had on that play helped him out to get that steal.
Moran against Paul. Right side Moran with one on the clock. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front? And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hits the trifecta. Moran's got 28.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
Moran against Paul. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Shot clock at 2. Pulls it from the corner. Morant, no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Adams with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. From deep, Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. The Grizzlies pull it in. They've led by as many as 11. Payne, the pass to Morant. Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Gotta learn your lesson.
Phoenix calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans. And it motivates him to always give them his very best. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Booker against Jackson. The kick out to Paul. On the wing, Crowder. The 3. And it's Payne with the rebound.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Outside for Brooks. Launches it. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Morant with it. Pass to Payne. Outside for Morant. Back to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Three-pointer, Brooks. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Payne against Booker. Pass Pass to Aiden. Over to the wing. Here's Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got 21.
Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Now here's Morant. A minute 9 left in the game. Kicks it out to Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Brooks against Bridges. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Phoenix has possession. Trailing by 8. Good.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
Memphis with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. Morant against Paul. Outside Morant, and they go to the intentional foul.
Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
12 seconds left in the final quarter.
A precision pass from a long way out.
Man, the pass, how about the catch right there? Wow, nice teamwork. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so it's Memphis winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were...
Here's a shot from earlier on. As the Suns arrive at the arena, they're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Now here's Booker over Edwards. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Suns. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. 2 high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
Paul against Russell. And the wide-open shot from Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Now, here is Russell. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Outside Edwards. The feed to Prince. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Russell following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside, Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Paul. Shot from free throw range. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Nice work by Paul, as usual, in that mid-range area. So effective there.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now, here is Russell. Out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Suns leading by 5. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Paul, and stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. And a deep 3 from Booker. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Booker's got 5 points so far. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. West to Gobert. Over Ayton. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Edwards finds Russell. Clock at 6. And And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker outside. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Well, that's one way he can finish. You know, far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
For three, Booker. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Suns. He not. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Paul passes to Booker. Three-pointer, Crowder. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Paul kicks to Ayton. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
I love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Outside, Towns. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. Paul finds Booker. From deep three-point range, good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 10.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Russell dishes to Towns, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations.
And here is Paul. He's got 8. And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Towns against Crowder. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
No good from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Russell against Paul. Towns wide open. And the three ball is good. He's got 10.
Towns is really good at the three-point line. And he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Booker with the screen for Paul. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And the pass to Edwards. He kicks it to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it.
Chris Paul, one of the best foul shooters in the history of the NBA. I mean, he's not a guy you want to send to the line.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Towns, no luck. Phoenix leading by 10. Paul kicks to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Crowder from outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And I like how Paul constantly looks to set up his guys, knows how to orchestrate the offense with his passing.
And it's Towns missing, and it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Bridges finds Paul. Back to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 13. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Kicks it out to Booker. From deep. That shot misses. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell passes to Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker looking around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Booker's got 17 now.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Gobert can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough one.
And so it's Phoenix with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 17.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Pass to Landale. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Shamet. No good on the quick 3. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Passes it to Lee. Out to Saric. 4 on the clock. Johnson, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves trail by 14. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Puts it up. Landale. The shot will not fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Back to Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Fires from deep. He doesn't hit that one. Suns leading by 14. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Shamet. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Out to Lee. All sorts of time. And he overshot that one, missing.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Shamet, the pass to Sharic for the three. Another three for Phoenix. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Here's Rivers, and he drives in, and he converts the layup. 1:36 left to play in the third. Here's Shamet. Johnson outside. Offensive rebound, out to Sharic. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. And the Suns lead by 19.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Deep two from Anderson. Rebound by the Suns. Landale's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson wide open. He fires. Another three for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Noel, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Shamet, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Shamet's got 5 points so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rivers finds Reed. From deep. Rivers can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
To end the run. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, Phoenix shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Paul's shot is off. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Great open look there.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Paul's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 21. It's Russell with the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Attacking on the drive, and that's going to give Russell some free throws this time.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Crowder with the steal. Paul, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Really confident shooting from Paul out at the arc. If he likes the look, he can drain it from range.
And there's the pass to Prince. All alone. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Suns leading by 21. Paul outside. Booker outside. From deep. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Suns have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Bridges outside. Phoenix, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand. And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Crowder. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drills it from outside.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Russell finds Towns, fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance
For the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chris Paul.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Paul against Gobert. 5 on the clock. And here's Booker from the arc. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Count that one.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now Paul. Fires top of the key. Kept alive. Outside Crowder. Paul against Prince. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Ayton. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bridges up top. He's guarded by Russell. Fades away. That one, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
That's true, Allie. Good stuff there.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Now here's Paul. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Gets an open look and hits it.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged, puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Paul finds Booker. Ayton with it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George passes to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. Crowder with a steal. Outside Booker. Ooh, nice D from George.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Out to Leonard. Stolen by Bridges. Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Booker for 3. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard's got room. The rebound by Bridges. Booker against Leonard. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Outside Paul. To win the drought. The shot that time not on target.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty. Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Out to Bridges. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. For 3, George. Fires for 3. Wall, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. From downtown, Leonard can't get it to go. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
The Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Now here's Zubac. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Bridges. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. Paul passes to Booker. The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Outside Wall. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Here's Zubac. Banked it in off the glass.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
George against Paul. 4 seconds left. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back, Kawhi.
There's the horn. We've... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and there's a 3-second violation. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. With the teardrop. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Leonard. Ball for 3. The Suns clear it. Bridges down low. George defending. Count that one.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And stolen by Booker. And there's the lob. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Outside Paul. Oh, Leonard with the block. Ball for 3. And the Clippers miss again. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Here's Paul. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Takes it. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Ball against George. Right side Booker. Takes it inside. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Leonard against Booker. Here's Ayton. And here's Crowder from the arc. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. A minute 9 left in the first half. Lets it go. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Booker with it. The kick out to Paul. Launches a three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Wall against Paul. Leonard for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ayton. The Clippers grab the miss.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
George finds Morris. Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Let's go with a three. Can't hit that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court right now for the Suns. Cameron Johnson out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Damian Lee, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Lee. Powell covers, and it's good for 2. And the Suns lead by 3.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Jackson, the pass to Powell. Jackson outside. Pass to Batum. Now here's Kennard. 5 on the clock. Gets the 3 to fall. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Here's Shamet. Here's Lee. To the wing on the left. Johnson inside, working on Covington. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And here's Jackson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Powell. It's stolen. Johnson against Covington. Here's Landale. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jackson outside.
Phoenix foul. Landry Shamet. First personal foul. First team foul.
Powell outside. Driving in. Clippers keep it alive. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. The Suns leading. Left side, Craig. And he banks in the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Jackson outside. Takes the three. Here's Kennard. And Craig pulls it down. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Clippers on D. Trailing by 4. Here's Shamet, defended by Jackson. Clock at 6 until they foul intentionally.
Reggie Jackson, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Knocked loose.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Kennard outside. He shoots. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Powell finds Kennard. Outside Covington. Pass to Jackson. Batum outside. Clock at 4. Powell passes to Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
George with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Paul. Give him 8 points now. Out to Bridges. On the wing, Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Shot is up. Ayton. Nice persistence to tip it back in. And the Suns lead by 8.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch 4.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Ayton, a screen on Zubac. Crowder. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Wall. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Pass to Leonard. And here's Zubats. Unloads from 13. And it's good. 2 points.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Booker against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubats. The bank shot, no good. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Morris for 3. Here's Zubats. Wall finds George. Leonard outside. Back to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team.
The Clippers on D. 8-point game. Bridges passes to Booker. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Crowder outside. Pass to Bridges. Up top, Paul. Wall covering. 4 seconds left. And Paul puts it in.
Boy, we think of Chris Paul as the master of setting up teammates, but when he starts to cook, look out.
George outside. Leonard outside. Down low. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. 3 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And he commits the intentional foul. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Clippers take a timeout.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He really got into them, saying, "Oh, you guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion." Let's just see that for the last part of this game. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Now Crowder. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Three-pointer.
Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Again, the Suns good for 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Now here's Paul. Over George. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. Shoots over George. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And what a huge performance it was for Chris Paul.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
So it's Phoenix now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. Fires the three. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now here's Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Paul with it. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Booker dishes to Bridges. Back to Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside, Bain. Brooks with no one around. Hands it from downtown.
Spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And here is Brooks following the 3 from Chris Paul. Morant with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Payne for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Booker kicks to Crowder. Bridges outside. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. A 3. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's special.
Outside Jackson. Bridges with the steal. Goes up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Morant with it. Shot to stop the run. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
And, man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. Booker at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Morant. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Suns lead by 4. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And that one's good. Brooks.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Booker, a screen on Morant. Oh. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Bridges with it. He's picked up by Morant. Booker with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 5 now.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Brooks kicks to Morant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Paul. Booker the pass to Bridges. Booker looking around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that 3-point answer.
Ball against Morant. Jackson kicks to Bain. Upside Jackson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Ayton.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Booker with a deep three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter.
And please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center. Bain, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Suns lead by 4. Paul for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Bain. There's the dish to Adams. Jackson against Ayton. Jackson kicks to Bain. To the paint. The dive for the ball. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Bridges outside. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Passes it to Bain. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jackson passes to Brooks. He kicks it to Morant. Outside Jackson. High post shot. And he hits the jump shot.
He also loved that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Pass to Bain. Out to Morant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Morant's got 8.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
That's a tough take by Paul inside. He is absolutely fearless, and that helps him get a trip to the stripe.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Here's the 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Booker. No good on that one. And Memphis the other way now. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Morant over Paul. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Morant outside. Into the lane. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant with it, out guarded by Crowder. Here's Morant. 10 points for him, just 4 to shoot. Phoenix grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Crowder. Bridges inside. Brooks covering. Bridges misses. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Brooks outside. Launches it. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got 9.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
With 3, Booker, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. All right, David, thank you.
Your son, 22. The Grizzlies, 23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Torrey Craig is out there with Johnson. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Lee in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Jones, no one around him. Pulls from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era, and they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Here's Jones. Phoenix able to drain the 3. The pass to Clark. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a 3 with a 3. Just merciless.
Shamet kicks to Johnson. Takes the 3. And it's Shamet missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Clark dishes to Green. Back to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense right on him. Pass to Landale. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth, because I like it when games become a little bit more physical, because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart, because the smart will take from the strong.
Conchar can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Johnson. Shamet with it. Williams picks him up. A 3 from Johnson. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And he sinks the second.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Konchar, good. Konchar's got his first basket.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now, here's Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Johnson the screen. Pass to Landale. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Here's Craig. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. And the Suns lead by 5. Jones looking for an opening. Outside, Green. Jones has got room. Again, Memphis.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now, here's Shamet. Pass to Craig. On the wing, Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Jones. The Suns getting the bucket. Dishes to Clark. And it's Clark with the finish.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Jones. Johnson for 3. Green with the rebound. To the wing right side. Konchar, the pass to Williams. For the tie. He's off from 3. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
The 3 from Morant. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Morant against Paul. Morant left side. Brooks the pass to Morant. Out to Brooks. For 3. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Crowder. The pass to Booker. From deep. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Crowder finds Booker. Basket good. Now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
It doesn't matter what you throw at him. Booker just finds a way to make it go in.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Back to Morant. Shoots. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns?
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now here's Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix leading by 8. Here's Paul driving inside. Good on the bucket. And it's 9 points for Chris Paul.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns. Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Ball against Spain. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson passes to Brooks. Here's Morant. The shot missing. Bridges with some nice defense. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Jackson. Morant kicks to Brooks. Such a wide open look.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Suns.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Desmond Bane. Shot by Crowder, no good. Morant left side. From outside, off the mark. So the Suns win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, say does that.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. Russell from outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, you got to chase him off the three-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
A step-back shot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Jacks up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Here's Booker. 4-point game. Crowder outside. Back to Booker. Corner shot. And that one drops.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Russell finds Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Outside for Booker. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 5 now.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
6 on the shot clock. Out to Bridges. The 3-ball. Minnesota with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Towns. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And a deep 3 from Russell. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. Prince grabs the miss.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk. But even more so when you're all by yourself.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Outside Paul. Crowder outside. Back to Paul. That one goes. Count it. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Pass to Edwards. And he tried. Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
Wow, That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Bridges, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Russell.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now here's Gobert. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
The Timberwolves have got 6 of 8 shots to go. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Towns. He's got 5. Here's Prince. Crowder grabs the miss.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Russell with the ball. Here's Edwards. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell from deep three-point land. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I like how competitive Russell is. When you make a three-point shot and he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to come right back at you.
Poke loose. Edwards against Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, B.A., let alone talking about players and their skill.
No coverage that time. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
No hesitation as D'Angelo Russell, someone who does not lack confidence.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Booker. They need this. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Booker's got 11 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Good work there as it goes. And now just a three-point Minnesota lead.
Now you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
Here's Russell driving to the basket. Doesn't go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Paul passes to Booker. Puts up a three. And the Suns get another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Up top, Edwards. Booker defending. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Russell. And down it goes. 2 points. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Ball from deep three-point land. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of this one. Edwards for 3.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Lets it go from the wing. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter. 32 seconds left in the second period. Here's Russell. 13 points in the game. Paul against Russell. Back to Paul. 11 seconds left in the first half.
Well, the sell job on the pump fake from Paul is what set that up. Once the D's up in the air, just go right into him. That's 2 free throws.
Paul hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The T-Wolves on top. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Payne. Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves. Booker no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come. Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Sinks it from distance.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's Rivers. Stolen by Booker.
Austin Rivers. First personal foul. First team foul.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole.
Phoenix calls timeout. checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Booker. Phoenix has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Outside Payne. Out to the right wing. Sharic, the pass to Payne. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
To the paint. Here's Rivers. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Rivers has gotten 4 this quarter. Outside Payne. 90 seconds into the second half now. That's tipped. Pass to Sharic. 5 to shoot. Minnesota with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Payne. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Campaign has gotten this reputation, and it's well earned as a professional. Just able to come in the game, ready when called upon. He's going to impact on both ends of the floor what's being done out there. And that effort level, that has kept him around.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Here's Noel. And another 3 from Minnesota.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And here's Payne. Pass to Landale. Plenty of space. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Rivers. Off target with the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Shaman. Back to Payne. Here's Shaman. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shaman has been great from the 3-point line. 42% from 3 as a rookie.
Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Rivers, good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. Outside Payne. It's rebounded by Rivers. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Kicks it out to Anderson. From outside the arc. And it's Lee with the rebound. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Sharic. The 3 is up. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharic. One minute left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Now Anderson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Sharic. Outside Payne. Back to Sharic. Here's Landale. Reed defending. Here's Landale. Nice D from Reed. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer. Noel, no good. The Suns trailing.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Outside McDaniels. Can't hit from in close. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, up 5. After... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Paul. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker no good. Paul against McDaniels. Pass to Noel. Here's Rivers. Anderson for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Here's the 3. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Hey, right here. Here's Rivers. On the wing, Noel. From behind the arc. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And Booker with the jam.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. Anderson for 3. The Suns clear it. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Booker, the pass to Bridges. To the wing, right side. Booker with a screen on Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Booker. Over Russell. Deflected. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And stolen by Booker. And here comes the break. Here's Ayton. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower? And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the Suns get it back. Booker with it. Pass to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Towns with the ball. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Up top, Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Against Towns. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Bridges. Towns against Crowder. Now Booker. Clock at 6 to take the lead. Some solid defense from Edwards.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. He takes it in. Count it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker with it. Towns covering. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
.34 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Edwards. Takes a three. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that three.
The three from Ayton. The three won't fall. Towns down low. He's against Crowder. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Booker. Can't connect. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out for the W. And this was an...
meet the starting lineup for the...
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Paul passes to Booker. Spins. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. The three. Unable to get that one.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here is Wall. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Bridges passes to Crowder. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's a power player. That's Crowder's game once he gets inside.
Wall looking it over. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Leonard from downtown. Doesn't go for it. And Phoenix will come the other way. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Kicks it out to Leonard from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Now here's Paul. Passes to Booker. Feeds to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Paul against Wall. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Love watching Chris work in that mid-range area. Does a great job of carving out space for his shot.
Morris outside. And there's the drive.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Suns have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. The kick out to Crowder. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. Morris passes to Wall. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Crowder with the steal. And a deep 3 from Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Wall.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Now, here is George. The kick out to Wall. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And here's Morris for three. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Paul looking over the floor. Over Wall. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. All out there with Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the five, home in the paint. All with it, Chris Paul covering. Leonard against Bridges. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubats. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on 8. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Pass to Batum. Leonard on the wing, defended by Bridges. And that one's good, Leonard.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker looking around. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 6.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
And Crowder comes it in.
Jay Crowder often stays out on the perimeter, but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Ball against Paul. Zubats the pass to Wall. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard dishes to George. The tray. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Wall finds Zubats. He takes it in. Outside for Batum. Drills the three-pointer. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Paul passes to Ayton. 1:53 left now here in the second. Misses in close.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Leonard against Bridges. Out baseline, Jay. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles Leafs cut to just 1 point on the basket from Chris Paul.
The unpredictability of Chris Paul's game is something he uses to his advantage. Creates a lot of space for himself to shoot.
Got a piece of it. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Charity stripe shot. That one a little long. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Ball against Wall. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Ball against Wall. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. On the clock. That shot off. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's Wall in the corner. Here's Zubac. George up top. Outside Crowder. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. So thank you, David. And whoop.
The Clippers, 21.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. But look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got Torrey Craig. Lee out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Landale in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Good at getting his feet under him. When Powell does this, he's lethal off the dribble.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Jackson. After the basket by Dario Saric. Jackson kicks to Covington. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Lee with the ball. Now Covington defended. Craig good on the triple. Craig's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Saric. Clinks the dunk off the rim.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Now Craig after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Landale. Plays it up and banks it in. Landale's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Powell. Covington finds Powell. Jackson down low. He's covered by Shannon. Batum wide open. He fires. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Lee with the stuff.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Offensive rebound. The shot by Powell, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Shamet. No good from outside. Leonard with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Lee outside. Passes it to Landale. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Landale's got 4 points this quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
There's a good screen. And Wall kicks to Leonard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Phoenix.
Beyond the arc. A putback. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And George drops them both. Here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Johnson. 3-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Lee, defended by George. Johnson, the pass to Landale. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ball outside. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Booker. Paul George with the steal. Here's Morris. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step aside quickly, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1. On the wing, Booker. A 3-ball. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 3. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Suns?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Paul with the bucket. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Booker. And the layup falls. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Fires the three. Sinks the triple.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Bridges outside. Tries the spin move. Back the ball. It's deflected. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Over Wall. The shot by Paul, no good.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Kicks to Booker. Ayton against Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Wall with the ball. George finds Morris. Outside, Wall. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Booker outside. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Ball passes to Morris. And here's George. Defended by Booker. And it's George finishing it off.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ball against Paul. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Over the Wall. The shot by Paul, no good.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And it's Leonard missing.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Bridges dishes to Ayton. Crowder sets a screen for Ayton. Pops it up for Crowder. No good that time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And Booker kicks to Crowder. Back to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Now here's Booker. The three. Morris with the rebound. Here's Zubats. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bridges with some nice defense. Ball passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Over Wall. Oh, off target. Off target with that shot. So it's the Clippers taking. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.